Hello, it's Rob at Small Urban Garden UK, and I've got this lavender here, which we brought a couple of years ago as a standard, and we've had a really wet winter here in the UK, and it's not done very well, and it seems to have just about died off. Can't really see any new growth on it at all. Well, I think there's only one thing to do with that, and that is we're going to replace it with this new little one here that we've bought, and as you can see the growth is a lot newer, fresh growth, looks nicer, it's already flowering. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this one out of the pot and then we're going to pop the new one in. So I don't think we need to worry too much about being careful. We're just going to pull it out like that. I've got a plastic pot with a snail on it. I'll just pop him in there, and then what we'll do is I'll use this soil as mulch. I'll chop this up good and small and put it in compost. Right, meanwhile let's have a look what we've got in this pot now. Lavenders need extremely good drainage, and that can be the problem as to why they might die. Also, I think with those standards as they come, they get a bit woody and they don't look great in the second and third years anyway, so it's nice to replace them. They're not too expensive and they do look great for a couple of years, so you've got to think for like £10 it's £5 a year, something like that. I mean, you can't really complain. You get a really nice little plant just for a couple of years, and then it's time to maybe replace it, or you could take cuttings if you've got the time. Right, so I'm going to get rid of this soil. I think I'll just pour it into here. And the garden is really starting to pick up now. We're at the beginning of May. There's birds flying around everywhere. The sun's out today. All the plants are starting to boom and grow. We've got some of the tulips on the way out. And it's probably going to be soon that I really get the growth that we're looking for in the garden. Now, we need really good drainage for these lavenders. Not so much in a pot as maybe as in a border, because pots do dry out very quickly. But what I've got is some stones and bits of gravel, and there is one hole in the bottom of the centre of this pot. So I'm just going to fill the bottom of the pot up with some of this, and then it shouldn't have its feet sat in water, but to be honest, through the rest of spring and summer, shouldn't have its feet stood in water anyway, because things do dry out very quick here once the sun does get going. Right, so we've got our stones and gravel down there. I've got some very free draining compost, and last time I potted up the other standard, I think we used multi-purpose, and that could be, obviously it's a bit more moisture retaining, and that could have been one of the problems that it faced. So we're just going to get some soil in there. I think we'll be there all day if we use that. And it's tipping a good amount like that. And now it's pretty loamy, free draining soil, this. But I will just get my hands in, break up any lumps, and slowly push some to the side, so we've got a sort of base to put the new plant in. Now we're just going to squeeze the bottom, and it comes out really nicely. We've got another little pot there that we can use. Right, and we're going to pop the plant in now. Just make a nice level base for it. That looks great. And you want the base of the plant just to sit a little below the rim of the pot so we can water it. That seems good. I think we'll be using the rest of this soil. I'll tip a good amount in. I'll spread them around. And I do have another lavender down here that we're going to plant in the borders. might do another video about that. We have lost a couple of lavenders in the borders. One which we planted in a place that we did suspect wasn't very free draining, and we gave it a go, and with the super wet winter that we had, it did die. And then we've got another French lavender that's not done very well as well in one of the borders, so I think that'll be the one that we replace, and we'll probably put it in a slightly different position. And let's firm it down, make sure it looks alright. It already looks great, and I think it'll do a lot of growing this year. The lavenders will attract lots of bees and pollinators, and of course they've got a great scent. I'll find a nice new place for it. I'll get rid of this old fellow, it's served as well. For now, take care. See you later.